All right, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Kunle Akinola, and I'm excited to present to you my HR project, which is Human Resources AI. Um, okay. All right. So yeah. So the problem here is that as an employee, you have this, you found this problem where you're not able to search to see, the right website to use when you're looking for, let's say, company's benefit, or when you, as far as I know, where I work at, it's a each company where you have to either call the HR or look for where to get the resources and everything. Is just kind of overwhelming. So so we try to see how can we solve this problem? How can we bring everything into one box so that employee can just do one-stop shop and then just ask question and then be able to get the answer. So the problem here is instant access to detailed information, and then HR get this call every time, repetitive inquiries, and then so now the question of what things that it's a problem. Oh, sorry, who thinks that it's a problem? So we know the employees and then the HR professional, because the employees are not able to get the right link to the right source at the right time, and then the HR professionals too are getting calls, getting overwhelmed with emails and then queries and all that. So now we have the solution. We found the solution, which is we want to reduce the HR workload, which will enhance, company, the employee experience. Now, addressing the challenges we have, it has to be quick, accurate, consistent HR efficiency. So, which means that, when you want to get the resources, or when you want to find something about a company, about your company, about your, work and everything, you are able to get it at the right time, fast enough. And then what are the key features that this solution is going to have? So first of all, it's going to be available 24/7, and it's going to be smart, adaptive, continuous evolving to serve you better. So now, success. So how do we measure this success? So first of all, we want to make sure that the usage frequency, employees are able to use it often, and then they're able to interact with it. And then the next thing is we want to make sure that the response, accuracy and time is intact. And then also user satisfaction, then improvements in employee retention. So we'll dive a little more into that later. So next is we are going to the modeling part. Now, when we talk about the data, how did we get this data set? So there is this company called Osio Labs. The data is a free source on YouTube and on GitHub, and then also so the data ranking that was performed here is that I was able to transform the data into CSV format, and then we make sure that no sensitive information was in there. So how did we model this? OpenAI. So OpenAI, they did the magic. So the next slide is going to show us the data. I don't know if it's fair enough. So you can see the right-hand side of my screen is, we have the raw data from GitHub, which is where all the informations are. And then the left-hand side is where I transform the data from, being there, directly in GitHub to just, creating a table where we have the title of the content, we have the text, that's the content itself, and then we have the link to the content. So the next slide is going to be talking about the embedding and then charts LLM module that we use here. So for the charts module, it was OpenAI GPT-4. And then the embedding module is the OpenAI's data. Yeah, so now the next is going to be talking about the LangChain. So when we think about RAG, first of all, I'm going to go over RAG a little bit. So RAG is the concept to provide LLMs with additional information from an external knowledge. So basically, when you ask ChatGPT that who is Greg, I'm sure he's not going to know it. But when you put Greg information into data and then be able to rag it into LLM, that is when it's going to say, oh, Greg is the CEO of AI Makerspace. So that's what RAG is. And then, so here we used the retriever ChromaDB, and then search is just top 2. So next slide, this is just overview of what LangChain RAG looks like. And then also, I forgot to mention that LangChain is like a chain that connects, all of these tools together, connects the database to the query to the, prompt to give, the right response. And then this is just the overview. You can see that when you pass in the query, we see that it goes through the embedding. The embedding is going to do search, like similarity search, when it goes to the vector database, and then it's going to, once it find a match, it's going to send it to the context, and then the context is going to go to the prompt. Then we go back to LLM, and then the LLM, what it does is that when you find the top 2 or top 3 or whatever you use match, then LLM is going to be the one to make the final decision based on that and send it back as a response to the user. So that is the overview, just a high level of what RAG is doing. Then also, when the query enters, it also go to the prompt, and then everything sent back to the LLM and sent to the response. So the next slide here, yep, we're ready for demo. That's what everybody has been waiting for. So I'm going to, what screen are you seeing? The demo? You seeing the demo screen? Okay, okay. So let's start the demo here. First of all, the readme is saying, welcome to Human Resources. Say hi. I'm your dedicated HR assistant at Osiro Labs. I'm excelled in responding to your HR and onboarding queries. Okay, let's get it again. So let me start with this. Who is? What will happen? So yeah, so this is good because it's saying that I don't understand the question. Can you rephrase it? This that's very cool, nice. And now let's go to who are you? Let's start ask who are you? So right, so it's being recognized as the for this company. So now let's get down to some questions here. So I'm gonna ask this first question. So how much does each full-time employee can get per year to spend on business? So it's gonna just give it to you, say $1,000, and then you see you can also click on the link in case I mean, when they first started using it, they might be a doubt that, oh, are you sure, or I want to read more? And you see the link, then people go to the link and then make sure they get more. So the next question would be, okay, let me ask. Who are the companies that are, what are the companies that are? Okay, see how it pops it up. So, that is what the um, so the title is doing, and then I'm gonna go back to the um, and so you can see the demo. You can see it works perfectly fine. Now, the conclusion here is that we're able to streamline, HR processes and enhancing employee experience. I'm sure, big companies will really love this because, it's like the space is very big. And then it's easy and intuitive for everyone. So we make sure that you are able to interact with it day and night. And then the future work here is going to be advanced personalization where, we want to personalize it with the user, identify the user, and then also we want to make sure that it takes voice recognition and then, multilingual support. Basically, you are able to put in like your own language, and then it's going to respond back to you. So that's all I have. Thank you. And any question?